that work? Yes. Alright. So it's not going to filter anything out, but hey, that's sound. They're turning it in theory. This is a lot of, well, this is the crotch piece out of the barrel. Still, well, that's really spongy. There's a bunch of, there's a plethora of bark inclusions in this particular barrel timber. It's really spongy, so that tells me it's probably mold. So I'm going to have to pay attention to that, because it could be that there's mold inside this thing that might cause it to fly apart. So hopefully that's not the case. Right now though, I'm just trying to get it to a shape I want to start with, or at least the orientation that I'd like to start with. Quite a bit of this burl was kind of punky, so, and I know that it was freshly cut, the timber itself, and I helped cut the burls up and take them off and all that stuff, but clearly this tree was going to turn into a standing bed. Or resharpen, I guess. Do I have more than one to sharpen? I do, so I'm just going to sharpen two. as I'm bringing this thing down to smaller diameter, I'm also checking as I go to see if there's any new bits of information I can get from this particular piece of timber. And all of this included bark. Yeah, that's all rotting away. So I'm really going to be careful getting into this thing, because it could be really, really punky on the inside. These burls off this particular tree were fairly punky in places, so we'll see what happens, as I said, as we keep going. But as I'm working the diameter down, and I'm just using the bowl gouge, see I got all these ridges. I want the end of my cut, all the valleys, to be fairly in a fairly good line, so that when I get to a point where I can clean off the surface with, say, a pull cut, all I'm doing is knocking off the hard. And if it's really, really choppy surface, it's hard to make. I'm just going to call it I don't know, a cleaning cut, whatever. Just make that cut to see how the timber's reacting, and it is definitely wet. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to even turn this whole thing, because again, it's fairly punky. And well, not. I mean, it's showing some punk, but all this bark, that's all molded, included bark. So anyway, this is just processing. How you find out what's inside. You gotta crack it open. Wow, that just really compressed. I mean, it should be all right to get rid of those bark inclusions if it leaves a nice little voids that, it's not super soft wood or punky wood. That would make it the piece interesting. So there's nothing wrong with it coming out like that. I'm really suspecting that this is just very punky inside. I've had enough punky burls fly apart on the lathe that I don't want to go too very far with it. So why is that changed? Okay. So yeah, you can see it's really punky. It's not like punky enough to fall apart, but it's definitely making an impact on the quality of the cut. So if it survives, it'll just be more sanding. There is some good wood in here. I can hear the difference in the cut. Yeah, that's pretty punky. It's easy enough to peel out though. Not really. Okay. I think I want to get down to, shoot, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take it down a little bit. Some of the material in the flute that's just powdered, more or less. Sharp tool, it's just the wood itself. More, what did I set that? Right there. Uncover more of that. Moldy black. Yeah, that's a shame. This might not be worth turning. This is good solid wood up here though, so it's all down in here and you can see the, well, I don't know if you can see it on camera very well, but I can definitely see where the grain is starting to get punky, and then this is the punkiest part. This is one of the branches, a piece of crotch wood. So this is one of the branches that I cut off, and this is the other one to get to the center of that crotch. And the center part is actually fairly good wood. It's the stuff down here, so maybe just starting to make a shape might get rid of a lot of that stuff. Center of this thing, looking at all of the branches and where they're growing. It's considered moving one end or the other to kind of shift this top for the rim, but let's take it down some more. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I don't have any background music or podcasts or whatever playing in the background. I can hear the reaction of the wood is getting punkier down here through the cut, so it's it's starting to get better more towards the middle now, but I still got this little bit of punkiness, so I think it's important to listen to what's going on. That gives you some clues and can possibly save you from a disastrous design change. Some might even say catastrophic. Yeah, that's definitely. Hopefully, if I take it down some more, I can get rid of the. Excuse me. Get rid of that punkiness. It's definitely going to make an impact on hollowing this dude, so making it have maybe that would be the right. Whatever. Maybe not right, just correct. Alright, so this is looking really nice, this timber here. This is looking nice up here, okay here, but then it starts to get kind of questionable. This is starting to look better, actually, and all that figure's coming through. And our little punky bit just isn't... Now it's getting to the point where let's tear it out. So again, it's going to make it interesting to hollow if there's... But I want to read this as I go. I want to see, how it's responding to the tool. There's a lot of figure in there, but with that punkiness, it just blurs it out. It just wipes it out, which is a bummer. But it also makes the wood less safe. Err on the side of safety. There's the punkiness. It's just turning into shredded. Getting out of the punkiness now, and I'm getting more shaving than shred. I think it kind of sounds similar to the sound of like cutting through an apple, I guess, that sound that you can hear when you're going through punky wood. Alright, I'm going to make a cut going up this way because of that grain and see what I see. Definitely good wood up here. So maybe I'll just wind up with a smaller hollow point when I intended, and that's okay. And I understand dangerous wood. Then they're done now. I've done a lot of repairs and sanding on wood like this. Because I thought the wood looked cool, but it's so much work that I don't really do that anymore. You can get some really pleasing results, but it is a lot of work to work with a piece that's really punky. Even going that way with the cut, still more tear up. So this stuff here is starting to go. You tell by all the lines, the breakups in the lines, that's where the beginnings of the fungus is starting to get into the tree. Here it's, you know, it's all solid. We got some spalting here, but that's also fungus. This wood hasn't really started breaking down yet. It's just in this spot where that particular branch is at. So I'm going to take off a little bit off the bottom here and see if I can, since this only goes to here, maybe I can get rid of a lot of that. And I need to set myself up for a hold, some kind of hold. And with punky wood, I don't trust a chuck or a wood block, so hopefully I'll get some good wood here. Yeah, you gotta make sure everything clears first before you start. Oopsie daisy. Alright, I'm gonna move my computer and cover up the keyboard so that none of this stuff gets into the computer. All right. I think I've gone far enough, certainly not. Still punky. Well, this might become a much smaller hollow form, so I really don't want to play with that punky wood. Sound a little bit better till the very end, but yeah, there's punky wood right there. So this is starting to go, so I think I'm going in the right direction. Just not completely going away. Okay. Then let's do. Let's see. I really want to get to so I can use something to hold it that it won't squirt out of very easily. Okay, I guess this is going to be but I just want the best piece I can possibly get out of it. And in this case, it's just I gotta take all this stuff away. And it's just crumbling across the floor. All of it is this part on the blade. So far I haven't like mapped further. It looks like it's starting to get solid again, so maybe I don't have to go too much further. I have whatever that is, 6-inch polythene, 5.5. It's alright. Guess I really should keep my hand on this tool here. Ooh, wow, okay. So there is a fungal ball right there inside all of that bark. It looks like it's just going to leave a void.
Coffee Stream Bot said, visit Dave Life's co-fi page at https://co-fi.com/HIIMDAVE ?
Okay, so enough about that. Let's take a look at where it was really funky. That's looking a lot better. Okay. So I'm going to say that I'll be able to use this timber, I think. That's still spongy. That's a lot better. So I'll set myself up for a hole. Decent wood there at least to hold on to. Now, what are we going to do with this fella? Oh shoot, is today Friday? It is. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. I just realized it was Friday. And it's trash day. So, Got those cans out there. Well, time to put a new edge. Refresh the edge on this dude. Holy mackerel, man. How the heck did that get so tight? Well, I guess let's do it with the handle on. Dang, I'm glad I was out here in the shop, man, because I was a lot closer to the trash cans and the recycling can. Okay. Well, we're going to take it down a little bit more. So it's a little soft, but it's not spongy. So I'm getting to the harder wood at least. Let's like that. This might help. What I'm looking at is that this little hollow spot or indentation where I'm at is lower in altitude. If I'm looking at this from the top and working my way down, this is lower in altitude than this guy. So I want to consider balancing that. No, this guy. So I would need to go that way quite a bit. Like that far. Yeah, I don't want to go that far. Very, very, very tiny. Well, I don't know. That's not a bad thing. Let's take a look. If I take this down, let's see. There's right about there. Too close. Jeez. Allergies are trying to keep me from breathing. Alright, so it's going to be right there. So, come back a little bit. Still want to be in line with the original hole there. So look at that. That is going to give me, at best, a 2-inch hollow form. The reason I'm looking at it this way is this. When I'm hollowing at it, there's no real bridge here. This is just sticking out. I mean, there's this bridge, but then you got this hollow, and hollowing through that might not be the best. So I'm going to start with a area for a hole, and then that will all look okay, I guess. I just won't be that terrible. Alright, let's put it to shape a little bit more, and I'm going to leave it where it's at. That's why I like starting between centers, because I can move it around as I want. In fact, I'll get rid of that. It's already starting to wobble, so I'm going to stop there and bring out the saw. Snip the tail stock a bit. There we go. Let that dry. See what. I mean, it's got some nice figure in it. It could make a small, neat little box if it dries alright. So I think I'll just let that dry. so kind of a pity. That was a good-sized burl, but much of it was too rotten to turn. Too rotten to turn safely, anyway. I've turned my share, especially when I was a new turner, thinking, man, I gotta save every bit, or to have it look so pretty, and not realizing how much time it takes to get to that point, how much sanding and finish work is huge on punky wood. So I'd rather not. I'm thinking I'm getting to some fairly decent wood in here that will sand nicely and hopefully hollow okay, so I'll give it a shot. So this is right at the center of a crotch that was on it was crotch wood and a burl. So I thought that might look pretty unique. And hopefully, as I said, this piece survives and we all get to see that. So I can change that now. So far out. This guy as well. With green wood, I like to stick, especially when I'm looking for balance point. Now that I'm getting started, I push my points out a little bit further, just so I have, I didn't make that well, an easier time of having the road piece rotate freely enough to let's find a good balance point. Goodness. That's about right. Now it's on to finalizing the outer shape. When I look at this, I don't know, I think I'm going to try for a little bit more spherical. Make sure this is secure. It is not. it's going to be a chuck hole, so there we are. Yeah, I think I like that shape.
Ko-fi stream bot, said, visit Dave Life's Ko-Fi page at https://ko-fi.com/HIIMDAVE ? Twitch.
have left. Could have been there was no good wood in there, but at least there's a little bit, and it's got that figure in it, so still worth exploring. Whoopsie daisy. Kidding. I think it looks like I lost some of my jaws to vibration. Yep. Get it right off the two
Values. Say, wait a minute, today is not Tuesday or Wednesday, or is it?
Nope, it's Friday. How's it going, man? It is. I'm not wearing a mic or whatever. It's. I was just turning some of this burl wood.
Values. Say, not too bad.
I thought it would be. I don't know. Since I was turning, might as well stream it. Wasn't really going to talk a whole lot. Just turn. So, thanks for joining me. Imagine the audio in this thing once I get through going through it, that the audio probably isn't going to be that great, but really was just streaming for the turning. Oh gosh. But Boy, I sure hope that's not just bark. Wood, but it's all wood in there, so it'll support the cuts that I'm making and not give me too much vibration. Oh, Maxi Robot. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, this is 2015, 2015 or 2014 machine, about 2015. Well, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You a wood turner yourself? Yeah. elevation. There you go. I think well, I'll get a little bit from there. That should be dry enough now to sand. I've got a good 3/8 wall thickness, so that'll be a good time to sand. fell down behind me. We're across behind me. Okay, what fell this time? Oh. So it's still a little wet to sand, actually. That figure's pretty much muted out and trashed to where it started getting funky. But it's still solid enough that it'll hold the form. So we'll see what happens when it dries. Well, this figure in here, looking forward to seeing what it does during the drying process. Alright, apologies. I'm sure it probably sounds like I'm mumbling at some points. It's because I'm not wearing a mic. I really wasn't intending on talking a whole lot, like I said, just turning, so I'm sure the audio probably is not going to be the greatest. As far as voice, just hit that.
Bad news, say. The audio doesn't seem terrible when the machine is off. Ko-fi Streambot, say. Visit Dave Life's Ko-Fi page at https://ko-fi.com/HIIMDAVE question left equals Twitch. Bad news, say. It is a little distant, but clear.
Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm using the microphone in my laptop to, I don't know, just add the audio, I suppose, so it doesn't filter anything out. So when this runs, it's going to override everything, I think. But it's good to know that it does work all right. It's like, what, 2.5 feet away from me. So it's nice to know that it does pick up some voice when the machine is off. So thanks for the feedback. Yeah, it's going to have all kinds of interesting patterns in it. I don't know what will survive and what won't with the drying process, especially with there being just the beginning of punkiness happening there. It's I don't know what stage of fungal attack that is, where the lines just kind of, the tree rings, everything just kind of bleeds together into one color. But I think it's pretty close to where it started, because this is way on the inside of that. All that punkiness is out here, so it could be that it was just the beginning stages of trying to get like the rest of it and be all crumbly. So hopefully that will survive, and we'll have a cool piece when we're done. Is that right? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. look and see what happened there. Feels like I got a catch. Right on a bark inclusion, in fact. Right on that dude on the inside. It happens.
That is, say, escape artist.
Yeah, they can even do that with tailstock support. I mean, they can still squirt out of the chuck and come off the lead, even with support on both ends. Especially these really heavily bark included burls. They really can flex and squirt out. No. We need to get a little bit closer. Main reason why I don't do end grain doing top cutting hollowing, because it'll catch all of that end grain as it's coming up and it gets to be nasty. So when I'm doing side grain hollowing, I'll use a hollowing Jameson hollowing system usually. Burls, it's kind of easy to get away with because the grain goes all over the place. Although, you know, a lot of this is actually side grain. Fine, I'll just stop and blow it out. Jeez. I thought I'd be able to scoop all that out pretty fast, but it just kept coming and coming. That spongy bark coming out. Alright, so that's a fairly even wall thickness. I'm going to do a little work right there. Okay. Nice clean inner wall. What am I looking for? This guy. Cool, so I need the wall thickness at the bottom too. That's nice. Alright, now I gotta figure out. Well, let's see. Rim finish, that looks pretty good actually right there. Take that. There we go, I have a little bit of a hump right in here. Now that's gone. Okay, cool. Trying to figure out how. I think I'll have to use an extended extended tenon to get to the bottom of that. and the bottom. Cool. This should be a pain in the neck. Oh, I'll just take care of it now. It's cool. I thought the adapter ring would spin out. Just glad that didn't. Okay, let's see. How's about? I think. Yeah. Locust. Let's go with. Piece of ash. Think it'll work in that one, but we're gonna find out. Nope. chunky in the bottom. Dang it. That's alright, I got that sanded, so I can repair that. Actually, so I was worried about the chunky pieces. Alright. Well, at least it's a finished piece and I can finish that bottom a different way. Finish sanding this guy though. Ah. Side to dry. Okay. Dang it, that's really complicated.
Coffee Stream Bot. Say. Visit Dave Life's Co-Fi page at https://co-fi.com/HIIMDAVE question left equals Twitch.
That off the computer. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I got to find another decent piece of burl to turn. I don't know that I actually have one. I'm going to trim this one up. But anyway, I'm going to take a break to take care of this wood, and I'll be back at some point. In fact, yeah, so I'm just going to throw on the Be Right Back sign, and hopefully you guys will be around when I get back. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. pack. There we go. Focus can catch up. Alright, cool. Got a piece of Kentucky coffee wood tree or coffee tree, however it's said. That is green, and it is a bowed end of a branch, so there's going to be compression wood in there, so that should have some figure in it. I've never turned this stuff before, and I think I'm giving up on the burros for now. I just went through a couple of burros and found some more rotten spots, so I think I'll stick with a nice integral piece of timber for. Switch tools. Tool steel, anyway. this.
Raging Street Friday said, oh wow, a Friday stream? Groovy.
Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, I was turning some burl wood. I don't have microphone on. I didn't actually charge them anyway, but
That is, say, hey, Raging Street Friday.
and I was turning and figured I was going to turn, and my truck's in the shop, not going anywhere, so might as well stream it. And I did some burl wood. Wound up being a little too punky in some spots, so I got a piece of Kentucky coffee tree.
Raging Street Friday said, hey, that is, shooting light stop and live stream since he doesn't normally stream on Fridays.
So are you guys going to be online tonight gaming? Is that why you're on now? Because if you are, I'll watch you guys later. My son.
Raging Street Friday said, hey, we're about to game here in a little bit. I have to get stream stuff set up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn this, and then I'm going to have to take a little, well, maybe not. I may have to take a break anyway to let this dry so I can sand the outside. But anyway, I'll jump on after I'm done here.
So, what are you making here?
A spherical hollow
Coffee
form.
Stream Bot said, visit Dave Life's Co-Fi page at https://co-fi.com/HIIMDAVE ?
Recently, well, actually, let's see, purple daisy. Damn it, I can't remember her name, but anyway.
At Raging Street, we are gaming biodegradable cannonball. That is, say, LUL.
Yeah, it could be that. This fluoresces, so I went and grabbed my black light, and sure enough, this wood fluoresces, which is pretty cool. So anyway, I figured I'd do, because I've never turned this wood before, this type of timber before, and I figured I'd give it a shape and hollow it out, play around, see what.
Raging Street for our gaming said, haha, that's great. Just don't drop it from a high point. Courage and proof of low dust.
Well, not at the moment, because I cleaned my shop, but yeah, at some point that could happen. I had a piece of burl come off the lathe Wednesday night twice. The second time we caught me here, peeled off the top layer of skin when it was exiting the building. That was with tailstock support even, so use that as a good example of telling people, hey man, even with all the support in the world, this is a natural product. There's all kinds of stuff. Every single piece of timber is different. Even within the same tree, you can have different things going on, different directional fibers. So, you have to be prepared to understand that wood turning does have its dangers. It just does. You got a piece of whatever material you're using spinning around at 50, 60 miles an hour or more. If you're at the high flyer club, and call them high flyer club, people are turning like 3,000, 2,500.
But that is
usually
safe.
turn that.
Danger makes it exciting.
But everybody has their own aesthetic and how they want to turn.
Raging Street for
that
Gaming.
stuff.
Say, nah, it's perfectly safe. Those sharp tools won't hurt nobody.
Right. Yeah, that too. Machines do not care if you scream. They will keep running. Okay, I think I can get. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I've got a little bit of symmetry here. I've got some bark left on the top part, or this is going to be the top, and then right at a 45-degree angle on the other side on the bottom, I've got another piece of bark. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. I didn't try for that, but hey. So now I'm going to try to sand it. See if I need to wait. It feels kind of already ready to go, and I can see that. That's a big pith, but that pith is all that's starting to split. So actually, I think I might just drill that out right now. But maybe I should leave it. Because I know it's going to split anyway. Because it's side grain. You know what? I'll leave it. I won't even worry about it. As it dries and changes shape, it'll actually get squattier. And those cracks will make neat designs in this colorful wood. It turns out it's very colorful. So we'll go with that. Plus, it'll give me an opportunity to, actually see how this wood dries in that orientation. So it's all experimental. Or maybe just mental. I don't know. So anyway, since I don't have a microphone on and I'm using my laptop mic, it doesn't filter anything out. So every time the machine goes on, I doubt you'll hear me very clearly. Got an interesting creamy color to it.
That is safe. Oh, yeah.
So I don't know, it's sort of reddish, more pink, really. Yeah, cool. Trying to sand in the correct direction because the pith is the halfway point for the timber, so I've got to follow where I've got grain support, go back for this way, but you can see that starting to split. So I'm really hoping I can get this hollowed out before that does that. Okay. It's a beauty, eh? That's probably okay. I was worried it might bottom out in the chuck, and it actually does not. Except that it does. Okay.
waves at 80 grams. Paid viewers are also not Woodturners.
Right? I say, thank you, spam bot. Thank you, spam bot, for joining my stream and putting a chat in there. How cool is that? Might even get counted as an actual chat.
Religion Street Variety said, also, Dad, add myself to your stream.
Also, Dad. Oh, hey, dude, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. I think mine's due on your channel in August, I think. Alright, time to put... Well, maybe not.
After my gun, said, 5 months. Keep it cool.
5 months, keep it up, Dave. Oh, hey! Right on. Thanks, Captain OB. I appreciate that. I better put a fresh edge on this guy. Not responding as well as I would like. I'm just digging up that one. gotten really used to it. I've got to put this in a vise to get this robust apart to get this tool out. Normally, I'm doing these out of the handle, so I've gotten really used to that. And now I have to sharpen this one in the handle. So I kind of boogered up my grind there. Spend a little bit extra time getting it set up right. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, so close. You are so close. Good Lord, come on. Taking off way more material than I thought I would. Darn it. Yes, I need to make myself some more room around the grinder when I have a handled tool that I can't take the steel out of. Try not to trip over myself here. Oh, what's that look like? It's not good. Better. So, I should mention the Captain OB1 will, hopefully in the near future anyway, be streaming. He's a woodturner as well, pretty good woodturner, and come on, Dave. And he's getting ready to start streaming on Twitch in the near future, I hope. So, do me a favor, wander over to his, when you get a chance, get over to his website and follow him. You'll get the notifications when he starts streaming. And I'm looking forward to the time we can stream together. So that'll be fun too. But anyway, head on over at some point to Captain OB's page and follow. Get another dose of wood turning at different times of the day. be if you're still there, man. What's it been? 2 years you've been turning, I think? I can't remember.
Coffee Stream Bot, say, visit Dave Life's Co-Fi page at https://co-fi.com/HIIMDAVE ? Twitch.
Well, it didn't start out great. Had heavy losses, but that was like nationwide. But I've been working with them and getting my apiary built back up. I lost 60% of my hives.
That is, say, is it still that mite issue?
That's part of it. The general consensus is that this is the worst die-off of honeybees since the mites were introduced in the 70s. The mites are part of it. It's geoengineering all the poison they're spraying in the skies. It's the big ag, all the poisons that they're putting in the crops and the pesticides. Geoengineered GMO foods, plants that are killing the pollinators. It's a lot of stuff. I think a big help would be
pesticides, not as many flowering plants.
I think a big thing would go a long way towards helping out is to have them stop frickin' trying to geoengineer climate change. Stop spraying stuff in the air. It's all been a big lie.
Good things means are super important to our survival. ...
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. They're responsible for, between 70 and 80% of the pollination of all the food that we eat here in this country. And when they're gone, food security is going to be at an all-time low. No, I actually put my flashlight in my pocket. What the heck? Oh, now I see. So there's hitting something hard in there, and there's a branch that would look like it started off. Doesn't come out on the outside here, but there's some curl on the outside. And in that same spot is a branchlet that didn't make it out of this particular limb. That's interesting. Alright, so I'm at my depth. How's that bottom look? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. this piece hasn't been like super happy about backhauling, but again, it's the orientation is different. It's not the grain isn't coming apart, thankfully. I'm not doing a whole lot of it. But the grain orientation is definitely an issue. Instead, I'm more or less following traditional hollowing steps, but just doing it with the gun. So let's see if it'll let me take just a little bit more up there. Definitely not like it. Ooh, buddy. Wow, that's an interesting smell. Come on, Eric. Is that piece attached? No. Ooh, that did it. Alright, cool. But it didn't like it much. Okay, so I got just a little bit to do out in here. Still got a decent edge. Oh yeah, right at my finished step now. Hey, I'm not supposed to do that. I caught the wing of the tool right here on the inside of my rim, so I'll get that up pretty good. So I don't have that bumpity bump happening. Pretty smooth. Guess I should blow that out. I guess I need to start my compressor again. Okay, that's looking really clean. That is just about where, almost where I want my ball fixes to be. Got this flashlight has a strobe effect. I don't want the strobe effect. Clean that up. Alright. Well, battery's just died, darn it. It's always a something. Always a something. I'd take one more light tap on that, maybe. Maybe just one piece, no? Oh yeah, it looks really clean in there. Okay. So I'll wait until I do that. get another battery. Oh, another 2. All right. Oh yeah, okay. That's cleaned up. That's the center. That's my depth in the bottom right there, which is the thickness of the wall, so that's good that I hit that one in the right spot. So let me clean up this rim a little bit. I think I've got it all. Nope. Okay, I got it all. Very much starting to change shape right now. Okay, that's all done. I can flip it. I'll put it in a jam chuck to finish off the bottom. And then I'm going to take a break for a while and go watch Raging Striker Gaming, man. See what they're up to. They were running a. Come on, Dave. Yeah, I don't know why the word escapes me, but they've got a thing up on their site. At least I know my son does on his. Raging Striker Gaming does on his channel. Colorado Wolf Foundation. They're asking for donations to help protect the wolf population. So, you could do a big favor and just head on over to the channel and at the very least follow They do a lot of different games. I think lately they're doing like retro stuff, which is I've been talking to them sort of on and off about it anyway, but I think that'd be pretty groovy to check out. So I'm gonna watch that tonight, see what they're playing tonight. I want this guy. I guess I need to have a super tight grip on that because I'm pushing against it from the tailstock, and I just need to get my jam chuck set. So anyway, I don't know if they're still doing that. I think they might still be asking for donations for the Colorado Wolf Foundation, something like that. Me, I don't think wolves are the problem. I think it's people that are the problem. Okay. So let's bring that guy back. Don't know if it's wide enough, but it's deep enough. Put that away. I'll have it underfoot. That might be open. This guy up. Let's see. This guy over here. Oh, no. I want a little bit of this hat. I think. Face it that way. You see it's starting to split and crack on the piss, which is fine. That was part of the deal. running true. Okay, where's that line? There it is. So that's my bottom on the inside. And I want to kind of give it a foot that's similar to the way the neck is.
Coffee Stream Bot. Say, visit Dave Knight's OFI page at https://pro-findove.com/HIIMBABE/Twitch.
Okay, very cool. It's got a little bit there, a little bit there. Nothing on that side, so it must have started bouncing somewhere over here, I guess. And in the direction of the grain. So really just on this end there was a little bit of skipping around. Okay. Let's see here. I need to do something about this. Body doesn't want to bend over. It's a good time for a break anyway. Damn it. Let's see if I just mark this up. Right on the foot. Okay, cool. Yay. There we go. I Another finished hollow form. Hey, while we're at it, I'm gonna go grab my ultimate UV light. We'll take a look at this under UV light really quick before I end the broadcast. I think this will be cool. Let's see. Kill those lights in a second. Hopefully the light from outside won't. May have to close the garage door. Does that show up very well? Yeah, it kind of does. So the wood fluoresces in some spots. Which I think is pretty darn neat. I'm going to close the garage door anyway, and we'll take a look at it in the dark. Relatively darker, alright. Oh yeah. Look at the curl. Even the curl in this thing is fluorescing. I knew there'd be some. There's not a lot, but there's some because this is compression wood. The log or the piece that I cut off the limb was bent like this, so it was supporting itself right in the center of this piece. And I was hoping to find some figure. There's a little bit on this side anyway. So it's pretty cool, but another with the fluorescence. Pretty neat. Alright, I'm going to call it, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. I know this is not a typical broadcast day for me, but it's like I had to turn and hey, why the heck not? Why don't I just broadcast it? So I'll probably do that a lot more often. But again, I'm also going to add days to my streaming schedule. So I should be streaming about 4 days a week now. Yeah, starting soon. I know I've got some art shows coming up that might interfere a little bit, but sorry, just sanding the rim of this dude. That looks good. So we're going to let that guy dry. And then, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Wait for it to dry and it'll change shape. And I got the end grain on both ends of the log. I still have that bark that's diametrically opposed. That was a nice little balance feature that I wasn't trying for. That was cool. So if that comes off that bark, it'll be a natural edge and a natural edge. And the rim is just a little bit smaller than the base. Oh, it's probably not in the right spot. Can I do this? Yes, I can do this. So the rim of it is just a little bit smaller than the base. But they both have that same angle coming up. And that was the matching the foot to the top. You got to think about the entire piece when you're doing it. You can't just do leave an unfinished bottom or whatever. It's just everything when you turn it, it all kind of needs to flow together to look pleasing to the eye. So I like those curves.
That is, say, that looks really nice.
Thank you very much. That was pretty fun. I was wondering how it would do with backhauling. Like all the other woods, it doesn't really care for it, but it has a really good dense structure to it, so I was able to get away with a little bit of it because it was end grain. So that did help. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll definitely be back Tuesday and Wednesday evening, 8 to 11. But it being Saturday and Sunday coming in, and Monday, I might be on again tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see what I'm turning. Might throw another couple burls up here and see what comes out of them, and just broadcast it. So I'm sure that at least I would hope anyway that there would be notifications when I'm streaming. I know it's not on my scheduled streaming days. And so, going over to Raging Striker Gaming. Let's turn this on, because, heading on over to Raging Striker Gaming. They'll be doing some, I think tonight they're doing some retro games. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you go down to Captain OB1, his channel, and follow him. You'll get the notifications when he's going to start streaming. I'm really, trying to get him pumped up to do it, and we'll be doing some streaming together, I hope. So anyway, he's been a turner for 2 years, or maybe 3. Anyway, nice guy. Give his channel a look. Thanks a lot, folks, and doing a raid. No, well, no, I'm not, because he's on. This is OBS on Twitch, and he's on Twitch. I don't know that I can go from OBS to that. I don't know how that works. Actually, I should check into that. Damn, how do you do that? Shield mode. No, we don't want shield mode. Well, I need to figure that out, apparently, because I don't know how from OBS. If anybody out there has an idea, let me know, and we'll just go there right now. But if not, that's okay. I'll definitely figure it out. We'll do it next time. Oh, I wonder. Let's see. Let me... Okay, why is this not responding? So I got a huge lag with the internet right now. And let me go to, I think the way I need to do it is I go to click on his chat name.
That is, say, not sure on that one. Probably have to do it from Twitch itself. Twitch chat is usually raging strictly all gaming.
Yeah, well, I'm using Twitch chat, but OBS, and so I'm not sure. Dang it. But, oh, okay. Well, let me try that. Thank you very much. Let's try that. Raid. Whoops, I spelled it wrong or typed it wrong. Oh, come on, man. This lag is insane.
That is, say, /
RAID channel. Alright. Whoops, that's a T there. Raging Striker Yeah, I hit the wrong key. Raging Striker. Come on, come on. I've got crazy lag here. Gaming. Me too. Keep somehow or another. Raid in 10 seconds. All right, so there's a huge lag on my end, but we're headed there now. 8 seconds, it says. 7, so it looks like it's going to work. Thank you,
That is,
Abaddis. I
say,
appreciate that.
counter is counting down.
Are we going? Are we going? Are we going? 1 second. Now it says. Okay. Well. Raid. Well, I don't know if this is going to. Oh. Uh oh. I'm just going to sit and wait because I've got a really bad lag all of a sudden on my internet. So we'll just hang out and see how long it takes to pull up Raging Striker Gaming. Chat thing is taking forever. Not a fan of my internet. It is Spectrum, but it's just really terrible. They say that the speeds are great this and speeds are great that, but they throttle it, man, a lot. This is. I mean, I got some lag with Twitch anyway. It's like 5 seconds, and I think that's built into the video, the streaming platform, 5 to 7 seconds. But this is pretty bad. Just heading out of office. Catch you when I get home. Oh, new. Welcome to the. This is weird. Yes, okay, we're there. Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center. That is the thing that they're asking donations for. So cool. I have to type in. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to do anything because it's taking forever to populate that part of the screen. But yep, and it's still the lag is just absolutely horrendous. Oh my god. See what we get out of that. I don't know if they're actually started yet, and actually I can't tell because I don't have any kind of video for them. But let me look at my phone, perhaps. I might, with the terrible phone service I get, still be able to see what's happening over on Raging Striker Gaming. Let's see. Well, that's my video. It looks like we're in the chat for Raging Striker Gaming for sure, because the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center donation thing is up. And let me close that, I think. I don't know what that will do. Ah, it opened up the window. What'd that say? Host is what? Post in silhouette. Oh, jeez. And I lost audio again. Okay. Uh, I'm unfamiliar, so I am going to definitely bug my son, who's very much better at this than I am, and find out what I might be doing not quite correctly. But it looks like we're on Raging Start Gaming's page. Again, though, he was getting ready to stream, not quite ready yet. So it may be we're just not catching him at the right time. Abaddis has 392 followers. That's cool. Nice. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is working. It looks like it's working, but I've got such incredible lag that even my chats are taking like 30 seconds. Um, so head on over to Raging Striker Gaming, and they'll be starting up at some point pretty soon. Thanks a lot for joining me. I will get this raid thing figured out. Now it says, Abaddis, you have 393 followers because I just started following you. I thought I was. Silly me. All right, good night, folks. Hope to see you over at Raging Striker Gaming. And check out Captain OB1. Capt OB1. Thank you.